got any final thoughts for the show?
Make jukes, not war.
Can we edit that out?
Nope. I had my game face.
Hello and welcome to a pile of custom diecast cars. These are from a great friend of mine called Philip, and we're going to be opening them all up for you on camera to show how brilliant his painting skills are. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from an auto body technician, but however, that's this. I'll also be leaving so many advertisements for his Instagram, which he's just started last week. If you could all go and follow that, that would be amazing, as genuinely he has one of the most talented and really clean painting skills I've ever seen in any diecast car, almost ever, aside from a few of you talented people like Hewitt. But yeah, these things are amazing, so I can't wait to get them all open for you and show them all off. Now, the first one I'm going to showcase is this, which was the first one I got from Phil, and it was a birthday sort of gift from him that I sort of ordered. So like a custom for the birthday type thing where I told him to go ham, pick whatever cast you want, don't show me until it's here. And well, I love this thing. It rolls somewhat, which to be honest doesn't really matter to me, as it's always going to be on display. I love the yellow windows, and I love this really nice blue speckled paint job, which I've chosen this time of the day, which is actually 9 PM, because it really will bring out the nicety of this paint and just how nice it is. The details are also really nice on it, really crisp, and for one of his sort of first with decals, this is really nice, and I cannot complain at all, as I love customs. They are one of the best things you can ever send in a box, because customs are one of one. Pick this green S13 next, which I really like the wheel choice on it. These 3-spoke Advan wheels really suit it well, and I mean, just the really clear paint job. It's better than half of the paint jobs I've seen from Hotwheels. This is all clear coated, of course, also. It looks really nice. Apologies if it's a bit unfocused. And it also rolls perfectly, and I love this pearlescent green colour. It's just beautiful. It is really nice. I really like this thing a lot. It just looks really clean. Next, I'm going to pick one from all the way back here, making sure none of these little plastic bags go anywhere, because they're very useful for little diecast things. We have this beautiful colour sort of colour flip Toyota Supra. This thing is really nice. I've glued them all together properly. It's just the colour flip on this thing is amazing. The colour is just fantastic. I mean, it is just brilliant. I love the way he's done it. I think it's sort of like a spray and then like a really light spray on each, but it just looks really good. And like I've said, this sort of, the clear coat on it is just absolutely fantastic. It's just brilliant, and I haven't polished these. I've pretty much touched them at all. They're ready to go on display on my little diecast shelf. Move that one away because that one's special for the end. Moving on, one of the best colours on a weird car. This is a Chevy Fleetline, not something we get in the UK. It's a beautiful paint colour. It's just, the paint, it's finally coming out on camera because of the time of day. But like, the colour is just indescribable. And I'm not saying this because Phil is a decently close friend of mine in the northeast diecast sort of scene. But it's just fantastic. The quality is just brilliant. It's just really nice. The colours just pop fantastically in any colour or time of day, never mind in what I'd class as golden time. Another one that I really like is, well, this colour has really grown on me recently. I've seen a lot of BMWs in this thing, and well, I really like the colour. Just the colour and the clarity on all these is just brilliant. Like, this is better than Hot Wheels without a doubt. In terms of paint colour, it's just magnificent the way it's come out. Hopefully it's on camera decently well. Of course, you can see details are done really well on the front. I like the way he's done the dabbing effect, which makes it look like it's got bulbs and all that in. Really like that. But this colour, it just suits that casting really well. And I mean, it's just a credit to Phil and the work he does. Next up, I'm going to break out this Chevy C10. Not particularly my type of casting. However, I love this thing in the colour he's picked, and it is something I would pick up if I saw something in this colour. It has the monoblock wheels from the Fast and Furious E36 BMW M3. Of course, I know that one. some blacked out taillights, and I mean, just look at it. The paint just goes perfectly. It's a blue with a purple pearlescent paint, and of course rolls really nicely. It's slammed to the floor. It just looks really, really good. There is not a thing wrong with this thing at all. It just is brilliant, and I love the colour. The way he's done that sort of overspray effect looks fantastic. And actually, I'm going to park it down there. Next up is something that really surprised me when I saw it, and I'm actually going to take this off camera while I open it, is this thing, which is just mean, and the way they should have brought it out in the first place. It's a Volvo 240 brick or turbo, and I love the way this thing's in grey, like the grey with the grey 3-spoke wheels, which really matches it just fantastically well. I mean, the yellow just matches it really well. It's just perfect. The paint colour in this thing, or paint quality in this thing, is probably the best out of the bunch. Maybe even something that's coming up soon. But just, it's really clean, really nice, really simplistic, and just one that I absolutely adore. And like I say, Phil's just made an Instagram, and you can see the sort of stuff he has on there. It is stunning. Like many of you other creators in the YouTube scene, it is just stunning work, and I can't wait to see him grow more as he gets a platform to share all his customs from. It is one that I particularly like, and if you saw from the background you will know what it is. It is this Honda CRX. Now this thing is particularly nice in its simplistic ruby red colour, but also in the fact that it's been masked off and painted under the clear coat, which is quite a thick clear coat, which does it really big flavours, because just look at that paint. Actually, I'll get the screwdriver of truth out. Just look at that paint line. It's so crisp, and it looks fantastic. I love these wheels. They go with it so well. These sort of bronze wheels. And obviously, again, with this rear wing, it's just the paint colour and the paint line is just unbelievably crisp. You just see that there. It is absolutely perfect. And obviously, details in there as well are very small and also very, very good. Put that one over there. The latest is probably my favourite out of this type of paint scheme. I've already said once already, maybe even twice in this video, that I absolutely love the way Phill does these colour flip type things, and this has got to be the best. And it's also American, which is very surprising to a lot of you who are long time subscribers of mine who know I'm not a particular fan of American cars. However, I am a fan of touring cars, specifically the racers, and this thing just pops. The colour on it is absolutely fantastic from all angles. The wheels are great, and I mean, once again, it's just unbelievable. The smoothness and the texture of this paint is just, it's unbelievable is what it is. The wing, everything is done really, really well. Everything is really smooth. It is just fantastic. And I love the colours that have gone together, blue, green, purple, and of course orange. It just goes really well. Yeah, just unbelievable. And of course rolls really well and will look fantastic in the photos coming very soon, as well as a sort of get together of all of Phil's best projects and other things like that. So I can show you guys really what this guy's doing, because he's relatively new to customising in this style. And I'm all for it. I love it. And I'm going to do whatever I can to promote him, because he's doing some great stuff. I was hard pressed to showcase which one of these first. Now this Aston was made specifically for me, but also so was this Dodge. So what do? Well, they both have very, 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 very nice detailing on them, as well as a very, very nice custom take on them. And they also both feature some of my favourite painting techniques: abandoned, used and off-road, or clean, nice English. Well, what do I pick first? The Dodge, which is a premium custom and has actually had a lot more things done to it behind the scenes. Phill has taken this thing and made it look like it has gone into a swamp, and I love that. But he also used a technique I've never seen before, and one I will incorporate myself. He's actually used little strands of, if you can see this, string, rolled them up into here and painted over them to make a really rough texture, which I love. It looks brilliant. He's also sanded down, which is a technique I use, and then painted over that with this rough paint, which is a technique I use a lot. It works as well, really well for me. The wheels have also been coated with a nice little dusting of the paint, as well as the tyres. Underneath has also seen some attention, which also looks really good. But yeah, this thing is mean, and I can't wait to put it in the off-road sort of scenarios I have around the garden to make it sort of properly showcased about, because it looks really, really good, and I love it because it's just really unique in the style. I've never seen this sort of string effect be used before, and it works really, really well. You can see from the other side more of that technique being done, and it works really quite well. Of course, the rear end being detailed from Hotwheels like that, and it just works really, really, really well. And finally, the drum roll, please. It's Aston Martin time, where we get this Aston Martin V8 Vantage is what it is, and it is just beautiful. You can see right now by the quality of that paint job, because of how well it's glistening in, well, this rather dim light I've chosen to take it in, with the sun just peeking through the clouds. But you can see just how nice this thing is. The wheel choice is perfect. I love gold wheels offsetting on a otherwise opposite colour. I love that. And Phil knew that. That's a very big weak spot of me, and he knows that, and that's why he's made this like this. However, how is it like? What is it like? Well, as if you couldn't know already, tell them by how I've sort of experienced with these, it is perfect. It is immaculate. You can see using a purple and blue fade similar to the Chevy. This thing is just flawless. It is just absolutely flawless. It rolls really well. You can see as I crash into a Toyota Supra, it's beautiful. I don't even want to touch it very much because of how nice the paintwork is. You can see these wheels are a huge soft spot of mine. The same type of wheels that I have on my E46 M3. The white one upstairs, the white and white one. Nice little detailing of that rear lights there in black, as well as the front lights in black as well, and everything is just clear coated over. Those vents are also detailed. Everything's clear coated over, everything's extremely smooth. Like, if you could feel these in person, you'd be overwhelmed by how smooth these are. They're better than Hot Wheels by far in terms of the way they look. So without further ado, I'm going to take these photos as well as collage some of Phil's photos that he has done as well into the end of this video. So please, everyone, if you haven't already, please go to his Instagram, which I'm going to have on screen right about now. He's an absolute legend. He's the one who, or one of the admins on the Northeast Hot Wheels group for the UK. And I must say, I've been on there for around a year now, and there are some great people on there, great regulars, including Justin, and just many other great people on there, Daryl, and just many other people who I wish I could give you all shout outs, because you're all legends who have all helped me loads, as well as everyone on YouTube as well, because you all deserve shout outs, you're all legends. However, I don't have enough time, as I need to collage all these together, take photos of them, and really give Phil's work a good send off before they go on my Diecast shelf of customs and all great things, otherwise known as everything you guys have sent me, because the place is filled with customs. I absolutely love customs, and they are one of my favourite things to receive, as I've already said. So without further ado, I'm going to take some photos now. So please everyone, stay safe, have fun, and of course, stay juke'ing.